I want to talk about beings, this concept of beings and rituals that have happened at CERN. And I think there was one other place that we wanted to bring up some rituals. And we had a question
it's all
here.
Over the place. It's all over the place.
It is all over the place. So a comment here from Helen of Crystals. And thank you, Helen, by the way. She always tunes in and is so communicative with us and always commenting. So Helen, we appreciate you. Helen of Crystal says, it's the satanic ritual type opening ceremonies that make me curious. And maybe you have more insight into what she is referring to.
And I have an interesting video on that as well.
Oh, great.
Good. So let's switch it.
Okay, so let me preface this video by this. So up until this video, it was all just speculation, right, about satanic rituals and that sort of thing going on at CERN. But then these CERN scientists literally made a prank sort of video acknowledging that, hey, this is part of our lore. This doesn't have any sound. And because it's a little disturbing, I'm going to cut the very end of it off, but it's very short. So let me add this to the stage. And what we're seeing here, this is someone recording from a cell phone. This is at CERN, and you can see the statue of Shiva there, which we will talk about at some point, hopefully. And so this is CERN, and we see all these cloaked figures in a ceremony, and they removed the cloak from a young girl. And what they're reenacting here, disturbingly, is a human sacrifice. And this is definitely at the grounds of CERN. This was not a real human sacrifice. I have to say that this was some sort of prank with the scientists, but it's to date, so far as we know, no one has been reprimanded or fired or anything like that. But it's kind of like wink, wink. We know what's happening here.
Is there a follow-up question to that, Tim?
No, I can comment maybe. I was really shocked to see that, because I never, even the Gotthard thing, I never expected this evil to be so evil, because this is a ritual that you can find a bit everywhere in the world that we're seeing now disclosed. Yeah, and you see how big it came in the back, and it is around, so it is a portal with Shiva, the destroyer, in the middle. So Shiva is the god, Hindu god of destruction. And it is built on Apollyon, which it is a place in Geneva that I didn't know, but now I know, historically, which is already an altar or sacrifice of destruction, not of good, but of evil. And so this ritual can just, remind you of other rituals that are made around the world, like the Bohemian Groove. Are they doing the same, etc.? And is it the same group? Yes, because they do sacrifices, and they need the sacrifice to feed the beast. For me, there is something there of feeding the beast and the destroyer to summon, like this guy said, I think it's Rich Sutton, to summon, they call it the entities / demons. And, and so if people know that, then this is a symbol of the portal. I'm analyzing, past knowledge, because I didn't know they were doing that. I saw the Shiva, actually, by the way, this Shiva statue, which I thought was nice. Now I know it's a transformer, I guess, but is also in one of the executive rooms of WHO, where we used to go in this room to wait to go and make a panel in the executive room. In the executive room, which is the most important decision making. So it's it's not as big, but there is a symbol, and they work with symbols, like the CERN symbol, like everything is symbolic of this group who has a cult. And to add to that, I can tell you another internal stories is that somebody in WHO, after a conference I made, came to me and said, and told me that what I'm saying is correct, that she's very happy because nobody dares to speak. Why? Because they're afraid to lose their pension system. You see, and that's the only reason I guess that nobody's is talking. But I said to her, but please tell me what energy and what is behind Tedros, the Director General, who is directing him exactly? What, apart from Gavi, something, a group, and she said it's a cult. And when you know that the CERN is connected to WHO through a tunnel, and the whole United Nations has tunnels underground, because people from the security have told me that, confirmed. There is a whole system underground with CERN, with the whole United Nations system. We have more than 23 agencies and specialized program of the UN. It's the World Trade Organization, the refugee, the migrants, ITU, very important for AI, is just opposite. And then you have the ILO for the Labor Office. You have the Meteorological Office. We have more than anybody else in the whole system. And Switzerland has given immunity to everybody.